Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Today is the 24th of July, I believe. Um, Had my therapy session today. It went pretty good. Just talked about some things, and I honestly kind of didn't post since Monday, I believe. And I guess it's because I kind of, once again, started second guessing myself. Um, because I wanted to be consistent, but I guess my nerves got the best of me, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so that was that, and that's kind of why I haven't been posting, but I had a nice talk with my therapist today, and she was encouraging me that I should continue to do my vlogs. They're not always going to be sad, you know. Some days I might be silly, some days I might be happy. But one thing that I do know in all of this, I do want to get back to being me, the happy me. I may not be at my healthiest, meaning like health wise, but at least getting back to the happy me, the bubbly me, the me that I miss. I'm very transparent on here, and it's not that I'm telling my business. I tell you what I want you to know, and you know what you need to know, not anything beyond it. Um, and yeah, like, cause this telling you these up days and down days are crazy. Like, it's even to the point where, to be honest, honestly speaking, um, I feel like this depression and grief and everything is making me so ugly. Like, yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. And I'm not saying like kind of physically ugly, but like ugly as in like it's hard to explain. But I just know I gotta get back to me. Like, I haven't really been doing too much of anything. I used to, you know, I know it's hot and all that, and I'm going through perimenopause and all that other good jazz. And even if I did used to do just a light beat with some lashes, I'd throw me a wig on, you know, curl it up, call it a day, you know, step out. You wouldn't never know anything was wrong with me. And now I just feel like some days I look how I feel up here and then what I wear. Um, and I don't want that to be that because I want to overcome this. I mean, you know, it doesn't just go away. Like, you know, um, I pray, I read my Bible, you know, I fast from different things. Like right now, I'm not on social media. I'm just, sometimes I just do things for me. It don't have nothing to do with religion or what the church is doing. Like sometimes I do things for me. Um, I know my relationship with God, um, you know, and I know when I need to pull away from things to, you know, um, get me together, right? So, yeah, there's that. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, there's that. So I just need to, you know, we need to do things. No need to make no big announcement. You know, like I said, I'm very grateful for my village. We may not talk every day, but trust and believe. My village got me. They send me encouraging words. If it's a phone call, a text message, it don't matter. Like I do have a pretty decent support system. I just try not to bug them too much. They be getting mad when I say it, but I love it because it's like, you know, everybody can't say that they have that. yeah, just I just want to get back to me, like be happy and make myself look like something. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my locks, but anybody that knows me knows my way of coping. One of my ways of coping is to constantly change my hair up. Like, I've been locked for a little over a year now, maybe a year and a week now, a year and 2 weeks, whatever. But this month made my 1 year lock anniversary, whatever. But yeah, like I gotta get back in the swing of things, cause like I know God probably looking like, girl, like I know you going through it, but you don't have to look like it, you know. And it's not that I'm purposely trying to look like it. Like sometimes I don't even know like my facial expressions or doing whatever they doing, right? So yeah, it's just like I'm just trying to get back to me. Like I have so many friends that's going through so much. Like one of my friends, like, and I'm not even gonna call her my friend. She's more like my sister. Um, one of my friends, like, she has congestive heart failure, and like I love her so much. Like we don't get to talk often, but I just watch like her journey through this, and I'm just like, wow, wow, God, like she's going through that, and even though our situations aren't the same, she's still joyful and bubbly and thankful. And I'm just like, I see so many of my friends or my sisters like just dealing with everyday life and just making the best of it. You know, nobody said the road would be easy, you know, and I know everybody deals with everything differently, you know what I'm saying? And like when I see my friends or my sisters, you know, or, you know, people that I'm close to, people that's part of my village, you know, when I see them like post stuff and, you know, they out living life and doing, I'm like, yes, that's where I want to be at. Like that's the point I'm trying to get to. And, you know, have really bad social anxiety. Um, so it's like I'm just trying to maneuver through a lot. Like I'm really an introvert, and I'm trying to get out of that. Like sometimes I'm to the point where at a certain time I feel like I don't need to be outside. Like I feel like I don't need to be outside. And yeah, like but I know my people, and I know my people not gonna have me nowhere where I'm not safe, I'm not covered, okay? Covered and covered. If you know, you know. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to have me in a situation like that, but it's because I've been sheltered for so long that I adapted to the sheltered mentality. Like, yeah, I adapted to it. And in my 42 years on this earth, like, I'm just I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better, and that's my goal. That's why I wanted to go to therapy and work on things. Well, only two of my children know that I'm in therapy. I don't know. My youngest son might know. You know, he be knowing stuff without me telling him. But yeah, like no, I just something like I said, it's something I need to do for me because then I want to get back into my baking. Oh my gosh, y'all! Like I used to have a business. Well, not a business, like, but it just was like a little side hustle, if you will. I called it Hope Cakes, and I made cupcakes and cheesecake shooters and regular cakes, like. And then, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, before I moved, I had to get rid of all of my stuff. So, with that being said, I have to start from scratch. It's not going to be easy. But I'm going to start a little by little, because that was my happy place as well, baking and putting smiles on people's faces. My only thing was I just didn't like when people tried to play in my face, like, oh, let me get X, Y, and Z, because, we family. I don't, okay, whatever. Now, unless I offer, that's something different. But sometimes people, not even like, I'm not saying like relatives, family, like people that I consider family or like friends, oh, can you just do this for me? No, no, I cannot. No, because if you was going to O'Terry's or you was going to Fresh Grocer or you was going to ShopRite, whatever, whoever it can be, BJ's, you're not gonna ask them, oh, can you just do this for me? No, they gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, no, we cannot. The price is the price. And guess what? Don't worry about who don't support you. God will send you people that you barely even know to support you. He will put your name in rooms that you haven't even stepped foot in yet, like that you don't even know your name is being mentioned in. And yeah, I don't even know why I just said all that, but I don't know, maybe that was to encourage myself, but no, I gotta get back on the ball with a lot because I'm, I ain't gonna say I'm falling off, but I can't sit in this. I'm going to process it. That's the, I'm not negating that. I'm going to process this one way or the other. Because when people are grieving, that's like if somebody lost their father, I can't tell them, oh, I know how you feel because I don't know how they feel. I still have my dad. Somebody lost their mother. I can't tell them I know how they feel because my mom is still here. And somebody that lost a child, I can, sympathize with them and I can acknowledge that I know how they feel because I lost a child. But if you've never been in that situation, you cannot, under any circumstances, tell people how to grieve or how to feel or how long to grieve or no. Grief don't have no expiration date. Period. It don't have no expiration date. You could be up one week, like chilling, you happy, you kicking it with everybody. The next week come, boom, you just having a downhill week. That's how that's how this goes. And no, everybody doesn't take medication. Some people just refuse to take medication, i.e. me. I refuse to take it because I don't like the way it makes me feel. But I know if I surround myself with the people that I keep surrounding myself with and keep praying and keep trusting God, and I feel like yeah, I'm gonna be able to get through this process. You'll never get over it, but you'll be able to get through it. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, like yeah, that's why I don't be trying to tell people. No, that kind of, that's a little pet peeve of mine. Please don't tell me how to grieve. Don't tell me my son is in a better place. You don't know where my son is at. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't know. Just shut up. Like, and that's really how I feel sometimes. But I be, asking God to just hold my tongue because I really don't mean no harm to nobody. But nobody wants to hear that. I don't know how to celebrate my son. I tried and it wasn't for me. Maybe I have to try again. I don't know, but don't do that. Don't, don't. If I choose to isolate, let me isolate. And when I'm ready to come out and talk, I'll talk. But if I'm isolating for me. Because if I keep being pressured and pressured and pressured, I'm going to then take out what I'm dealing with on someone, and it's never, 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 never my intentions. Never. Anybody that know me know I'm such a sweetheart until you piss me off. So guess what? Don't piss me off. Just we want to stay on the up and up. But no, but seriously, I want to get big into me, being me. Not letting what I'm going through deter me or get me too down. I can have a moment, but I don't have to sit in that moment. I can gradually try to bring myself up out that moment. Will I go back into that moment? Possibly, yes. Do I have to stay there? No. It's like a ping pong effect. Like I said, one minute you up, I'm gonna meet you now. Like it's not, it's nothing that you can control. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say that though. Like I really gotta get back on the ball, and yeah, gotta get back on the ball. Now for social media, I probably will um still stay off. I mean, I'm not missing anything. Anybody that I talk to or need to talk to, I have their number. If I do post, I'll usually post to my close friends because there's probably all the people that I want to know anything about me. And there's nothing towards anybody else, but yeah, I have my reasons for what I do, and I owe nobody no explanation. That's just it. So, but anyway, I hope that everyone is having an amazing Thursday. I'm not gonna make no promises. I'm gonna try to get back on here tomorrow. Try to get back on here tomorrow and say something. Even if I don't do nothing, say hi and say whatever how my day was and get off. But yeah, it might seem like a bunch of gibberish to y'all, but to me, this is one of my coping mechanisms. That's why I say, nobody don't have to subscribe, nobody don't have to follow me, nobody don't have to watch. But this is for me. This is for me. This is for me to document my healing journey, my grieving journey, my trauma journey. I pray at the end of this, y'all hear good news. I ain't saying y'all always going to be sad and sorrowful, and that's what the vlog's going to be about. But guess what? Right now, this is my blog. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm sharing what I want to share. And that's just it. Like, this is for me. This is not, I'm not looking for no validation, no sympathy, no none of that. I don't. I just want to help me help myself, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's about all for today. I don't really have no more to say. Like I said, I had a pretty good therapy session, and I love that my therapist is accessible 24/7 if need be. I don't use her 24/7, but just to know that she's available is, that's reassuring for me. So, like I said, I hope everyone has a great Thursday, and I'll hopefully get on here tomorrow. Peace.